Pismo Beach, our Surfline camera, we're working really nicely today, capturing this beautiful view. Now, again, we did see some morning cloud cover. It's trying to form up off the coast, but this weekend, the offshore push, which lagged a little bit today, returns. Beaches are going to be in the 70s and 80s this weekend. The near coastal valleys, 80s and 90s, and the interior valley has 90-degree potential. And don't believe me? Check out Paso Robles right now, 86. But this morning we were in the 30s. The air is so dry, you can cool it and you can warm it very easily. And we saw clear skies in North County. But onshore flow here for the Central Coast, up to 10 to 15 miles per hour, is definitely brought in some cooler air. What's interesting about that is, we're going to get into it in a minute, what it does in the hours ahead, how much moisture really matters. Cuyama 80 today, 74 Goleta, Santa Barbara 78. So some of these numbers, again, were a bit down over yesterday. Santa Ynez, we had 82. Paso Robles 88, so nearly 90 already. 64 at Pismo Beach, San Luis Obispo 75. So again, that's a little bit of cooling. Take a look at this. Again, dry air can cool very quickly with clear skies. We go from 85 to 55. We're going to lose 30 degrees of heat between now and 11 o'clock. But elsewhere, Santa Maria, again, higher moisture in the air. We go from 66 to 53 over that same time frame. In Santa Barbara, we go from the 70s down into the 60s by 9, 10, and 11 o'clock with, again, higher moisture in the air. And San Luis Obispo from about 70 into the middle 50s. We know there are a lot of Halloween-related things going on now, so the evening forecast here is still pretty pleasant. But again, in those interior valleys, temperatures will plunge pretty quickly if you're heading out and about. Again, the marine clouds are out there, but currently they've been held at bay for two reasons. One, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, usually enough to keep at least partially mixed, but watch this offshore push we get later on tonight into early tomorrow morning. It's going to be another close call at the beaches, but again, it's a little more robust push than we saw this morning. And as we get into Saturday evening, a lot of people want to know trick-or-treating weather. Again, it's 50s and 60s. I like skies to be clear. Now, as we get into Sunday and Monday, that offshore push is definitely here. Maybe some high clouds here and there, but other than that, it's going to be really warm. And again, the big reason, this big ridge of high pressure over the area just doesn't let any storminess in. Okay, what about real rain opportunities? Nothing through the weekend, nothing through the middle of next week, but one model, this one model, and no other models agree on this, has a pretty significant system with snow in the mountains of California, up to a ½ inch of rain. Now, before we dismiss this as the only model that says this European model often ends up being the one that other models gravitate to. It's kind of like cheating on a math test, never done it. But sometimes in computer modeling it does happen. So we're watching that time frame next weekend pretty carefully. 80 to 85 for much of the Santa Barbara area, and upper 80s to nearly 90 in the SLO County area. Look at Santa Ynez Valley, upper 80s to about 90 degrees, 5 cities, upper 70s and 80s at beaches. Wow, and Sunday could be warmer. And as we get into next week, Monday, a warm day. And even as we start to cool a little bit on Tuesday and Wednesday, we're still well above average. Richard.
Dave, it's November. We need to cool it down.